The hall fell silent, and I held my breath along with it. Beneath the shimmer of countless little twinkling lights strung overhead in the vast ballroom, my sister Vivian glowed in her cream-colored practice dress, holding court like royalty destined for a throne. Her gaze, keen and piercing, spotted me lurking toward the rear, where the dim corners offered some shelter. "Before we begin," she announced, her tone cutting sharply across the murmurs, "leave a comment down there, share your city, your own tale. And once this clip finishes, post what you would do right here. Keep it honest. We go through each one." Then, flashing a smile that stayed cold in her eyes, she tacked on, "Also, keep her parked in the back. She has no place up here." The remark landed like a sting. A burst of laughter rang out, harsh and uneven, from her bridesmaids, their soft-hued gowns shifting as they grinned mockingly. Several groomsmen chimed in, their looks flicking toward me, brushing me off as though I'd stumbled into the incorrect gathering. Heat flooded my face, yet I fixed my stare on the gleaming tiles, wishing the stone would open and pull me under. The humiliation pressed down, denser than the glittering overhead fixtures. I'd endured Vivian's sharp jabs in the past, her talent for shrinking me was practically a skill, but this public display marked a fresh depth. "Don't be harsh, Viv," one bridesmaid muttered, her protest weak, like a scrap tossed to someone desperate. Vivian merely waved a hand, dismissing it as if I were lint on her flawless occasion. I gulped, throat constricting, pulse racing with the impulse to run. Then a steady palm rested on my shoulder, solid and sure. The space quieted, the atmosphere thickening as though a tempest loomed. I glanced around, and there stood Julian Voss, the wealthy tycoon nobody anticipated at this modest local wedding run-through. His dark gray attire fit him impeccably, as if crafted by divine hands, his aura a restrained force that hushed every voice. His words, deep and measured, sliced the heavy mood. "Tell everyone who you really are, Claire." All attention fixed on me, the chuckles vanished. Vivian's arrogant smirk wavered, her poise fracturing like fragile frost. My heartbeat thundered, blending dread with a bolder emotion, a flame dormant for too long. I raised my head, her malice no longer sufficient to hold me back. She rallied quickly, her chuckle brittle yet unsteady. "Come on. She's simply Claire, my younger sibling who forever lingers in the edges. Don't turn her into more than she is." The insult stung, but it rang empty now, bouncing off walls that no longer answered to her. Julian scanned the assembly, his tone firm as iron. "Curious. From my perspective, she's the sole person present possessing genuine courage." Whispers spread among the attendees. I inhaled sharply. Nobody had ever defended me that way, especially not challenging Vivian's dominance. Her groom, Ethan, attempted to step in, his words strained. "Can we please stick to the rehearsal?" "No," Julian replied, his calm so icy it chilled the air. "This stops here." He looked at me, his voice gentling, intended just for my ears. "Claire, they can't script your life. Speak up. Or let me do it." My chest pounded, yet his encouragement ignited something inside. I moved ahead, my shoes echoing crisply in the hush. "All of you have seen her diminish me for ages," I declared, my tone quivering at first but gaining force. You chuckled, or averted your gaze, since ignoring it felt simpler than stopping her from erasing me. But I refused to stay your target any longer. Vivian sneered, her stare blazing. "What, suddenly you believe you matter? You're nobody special in someone else's outfit." I met her eyes without flinching. "Wrong, Vivian. I'm the one who created something real while you stayed occupied acting superior. Just last month, I secured controlling ownership in the firm you enjoy bragging about." Gasps erupted throughout the space. Vivian staggered. Slightly, color draining from her features. "That's nonsense," she hissed. Julian's grin was thin and sharp. "I handled the transaction personally." Electricity filled the room. Ethan said something under his breath, but her furious look quieted him. I allowed the revelation to linger, solid and irrefutable. "While you ridiculed me, I rose. Far beyond anything you imagined." Her self-control broke apart. She seized a glass of wine, crashing it onto the surface with such force it shattered, crimson spreading across the linen. "This belongs to me tonight," she shrieked. Ethan clutched her wrist, murmuring, "Viv, you're only hurting yourself more." I addressed the onlookers, my voice even. "I never intended to spoil her occasion, but I won't permit her unkindness to slide by as harmless fun. Respect isn't handed out freely, it's decided." And she decided poorly. People moved uneasily, a few agreeing quietly, others frozen in surprise. Ethan's expression grew stormy. "Vivian, if this is your character, perhaps I should reconsider the marriage." Her intake of breath was pained, frantic. "You can't mean it." Yet his lack of reply spoke volumes. I took no joy in watching her unravel. It wasn't triumph, it was understanding. I looked at her once more. "You lose the right to label me. That authority is mine from now on." As I departed, Julian walking beside me, the group made way. Murmurs trailed us, but none carried mockery. Beyond the doors, the cool evening breeze felt crisp and liberating. I turned toward him. "Why did you defend me?" His gaze remained unwavering on mine. "Because you've always deserved it. You simply had to recognize your own value." A genuine smile curved my lips, the first in far too long. The darkness had lifted. Now, I carried the blaze. If you enjoyed this intense revenge story and the epic family twist, please smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Keep watching Reddit Tales Time.